See, I just did one experiment. In this experiment, everyone can hear me right now. In this experiment, I took one test tube, correct? I took one test tube. In this test tube, I added a sodium chloride, correct? This was in sodium chloride, and even I added a sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid was added in this test tube. What was added? Two things, sodium chloride and sulfuric acid. Sodium chloride and sulfuric acid was added in this. So the reaction takes place between sodium chloride and sulfuric acid. Sodium chloride and sulfuric acid, the reaction takes place and you will get sodium sulfate and hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric is gaseous in nature. Gas. It is a dry gas, right? This dry gas, we will pass through the tube. Will pass through the tube and we will be having in one litmus paper here. This litmus paper is blue in color, correct? This gas is allowed to pass through this tube and it comes in contact with the blue color litmus paper. This dry HCl gas. This is dry HCl gas. So when it comes in contact with blue color litmus paper, as we know that acid property is what? Which will turn blue color litmus to red color. It convert blue color litmus to red color litmus paper, correct? But here this litmus paper will not get change its color because here HCl is an acid, no doubt, but the acidic property will be shown only when acid comes in contact with water and it produces H plus ions. If it produces H plus ions, then acidic property will be shown. Understood? When only H plus ions are produced, then only acidic property will be shown. So now what you will do? You will do wet litmus paper. You will take wet litmus paper. Now this blue color will change to, blue will change to red color. Blue will change to red color. So very, very important thing that even though the acid is there, but it should produce H plus ion. And to produce H plus ion, it should come in contact with water. Okay, so the acid will show only property when you take along with water. That is in the form of solution. Right? Understood? So this is what was there. Okay, for example, sometime what will happen, listen, sometime what will happen, if this blue color, even though dry HCl gas, but blue may change to red color. So don't think that what wrong sir said. So you should take a guard tube. Okay, guard tube. This guard tube, you will take a guard tube, G-U-A-R-D, guard tube, and this guard tube will be containing calcium chloride. This guard tube will be containing calcium chloride and this calcium chloride will absorb the moisture. It will absorb the moisture. Okay. So if you take along this guard tube, then there will be no chance of any moisture. That means HCl will not come in contact with moisture. So the experiment will be correct. Okay. But if HCl comes in contact with atmospheric moisture, then also it may produce H plus ions and you may get blue to red. Then you may ask, sir, I did the same experiment, but I got blue to red, you told wrong. No, Baba, because atmosphere also contains moisture, and it may be possible that HCl come in contact with atmospheric moisture and can produce H plus ion. So to prevent that, you can take this tube, guard tube, which will be containing calcium chloride, which will absorb the moisture. Understood? So if you want to balance this reaction, as you know, here we have Na2SO4 we have. So here we will make it Na2SO4. Na2 got, HCl also got 2. So here we will write 2. I think it's balanced now, completely balanced. Okay. And remember, you know that acid conducts the current. Yes, acid conducts the current. So why they conduct the current? Very important thing, because in solution they produces H plus ions. In solution they produces, you can say, cat ions and anions. They produces cat ions and anions. So because of this, they are able to conduct the current. In the same way, the base also will conduct the current same way, because even they also produces cat ions and anions. Okay, the common thing in acid is what? The common thing in acid is that all the acid in water will produce acid. All the acid in water will produce H plus ions. This is the common thing. All the acid in water will produce H plus ions. All acids in water, they produces H plus ions. And remember, all bases in water, they produces OH minus ion. This is the common thing, right? This is the common thing. And remember, acid and base both will conduct the current. Both will conduct the current, because in both the cases, along with water, they give cations and anions. Chalo. Now, if anybody is having all the acids, you know, all the acids in solution in water, they will produce H plus ions. For example, HCl, it dissociates in water to give H plus Cl minus. Okay, H plus is common in all the acid. Okay, let it be the Cl minus, SO4 minus, NO3 minus, whatever. If it is sulfuric acid, then SO4 minus. If it is nitric acid, then NO3 minus. It can be anything. But this is what H plus is common in all the acids. So this H plus will not remain as H plus only. This H plus will combine with water. It will combine with water and it will form what? Anybody know what it will form? This H plus will, yes, Maitri, very good. It will form H3O plus ion, and this is called hydronium ion. What we call to this? Hydronium ion, right, Sai Kiran? Very good. So this is hydronium ion. Okay, this is there now in water, and this is majorly responsible for acidic character, we say. Now what? Now what? We are talking about next thing now. Next thing is what? What is the next thing? Dilution now. Dilution. Dilution. What is the meaning of dilution? What is the meaning of dilution? Look at on your screen now. Dilution means what? So dilution means what? The acid is added to water. Addition of acid. Addition of acid. Addition of acid to water is called dilution. Simple. Dilution means water. Okay. Addition of acid to water is called what? Dilution. I will write the definition clearly later on. First, let us understand the meaning. Dilution means what, Baba? Simple. Dilution means, sir, water is added. Okay, water is added. So, for example, this is an acid. This is an acid here, acid here. So, don't add the water to this. This is okay. Don't add the water. Why we should not add water? I will tell you now. Okay, remember, when the acid and water, if acid and water both are mixed, if acid and water both are mixed, it is called dilution, but the reaction is very much exothermic. The reaction is highly exothermic. Highly exothermic. Lot of heat is liberated. Lot of heat is liberated. So if you add water in acid, what happens? Large amount of heat will be liberated, and there will be a chances that this solution can come out. This solution can splash out and can hurt to your body. It can damage your body if you add water to acid. But however, dilution will be done. So how to do dilution? How we can do dilution? What will happen when we do dilution? Many things are there. Now let us see. So if you have a one beaker like this, in this you have an acid. If you have an acid, This is what acid is. Okay. So this is acid is. Now you have another beaker. You have another beaker. In this beaker you have a water. You have a water. Now this will be added. This acid should be added to water. Okay, don't add water to acid. No, never do this. Never do this. When you add water to acid, the reaction is highly exothermic and the mixture can splash out and can burn your skin. So don't add water to acid. Okay. Now people can ask, sir, if you say don't add water to acid, then how can we add acid to water? So that's also a correct question. But what we will do, let's see. What is the answer if it is like that? Yes, see, we can add acid to water. That too slowly should be added. We should add acid to water slowly, very slowly, that is drop by drop, and you should stir it. You should stir. This is called glass rod, and you should stir it. Stir means continuously you should mix, so that whatever the heat is liberated, that will be absorbed by the water. So that is why we will add slowly. The acid should be added to water. The mixture will not splash out. Don't add very fast. Slowly we should add it. There will be a dilution, perfect dilution. You can add what? You can add acid. Acid should be added slowly into water with constant stirring. With constant stirring. Stirring means what? Constant shaking. If we add water to acid, as reaction is highly exothermic. Reaction is highly exothermic. So reaction is what? Highly exothermic. So mixture can splash out. Mixture can splash out and can hurt us. So never add water to the acid. You can do this. You can add acid into water. So AW is good. AW is good. Okay, it's correct. But never do water to acid. Never do this. If you do this, if you do like WA, then if you do like this, if you add water to acid, it will become Wa. If you do really like this, then you will shout Ma. This W will become ulta and you will shout Ma. Why you will shout Ma? Understood now? W will become ulta and you will shout Ma. Next. So what happens when you dilute it, Baba? What happens when you dilute it? What happens when you dilute it? Just think it is the acid. Just think it is the acid, right? So this acid contains H plus ions every time, you know, plus, right? You understood? These H plus ions are there in 100 ml. How many H plus ions are there? 5. You can say 6 we will take. Correct or no, boys and girls? Now what will happen if you add water to this? If you add water. See, you can't add water to acid, but okay, now you know. But just to explain, I will use the same way, okay? But you know we should not add. Now you will add water to acid. You should not add like that, okay? You know that. If you add water to acid, think another 100 ml you added. This is called dilution. This is called dilution. So what happens to the ions, H plus ions? What happens to H plus ions? See, H plus ions will decrease. H plus ions will decrease if we dilute. If we dilute. If we dilute, the acid, then H plus ions will decrease. Now one particular student asked, like Bhavna, only many questions she will ask, so normally we will take her name. Bhavna will ask, sir, 100 ml you added water. Sir, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. When 100 ml was there, that time also 6 H plus ions were there. Now you added another 100 ml, total became 200 ml, that is okay, but still there are 6 H plus ion only. You are telling it will decrease. Why it became 5 became, when it became 4? No sir, where you are making fool what to us? 6 are there, 6 only there. When it became decrease, how you are telling? Yes, Baba, it has decreased, but it is not decreased like totally. It has H plus ions will decrease per unit volume. H plus ions are decreased what? Per unit volume. This is called dilution. When you add water to acid and dilute the acid or base, when you dilute acid or a base, then H plus ions for acid or OH minus ion for base will decrease per unit volume. Now, sir, per unit volume means what? Sir, per unit volume means what you will say? Yeah, let me tell you. Per unit volume means what? For example, if I take, this was 100 ml of beaker was there. If I take 100 ml of beaker, so in that 6 H plus ions are there, correct? Now I made it 200 ml. Okay, so before making 200 ml, if I take out from this, listen carefully, you will listen now. Okay, I will just take in one simple example. Look everybody, simple example so that everybody will understand. So I have a 100 H plus ions, okay, in 100 ml of water. I have a 100 H plus ions. I have a 100 H plus ions in 100 ml of water. Now I will take out 10 ml. I will take out in one test tube 10 ml. 10 ml I will take out. So obviously 100 ml 100 H plus means 10 ml will contain how many ions? 10 H plus. Correct now? Now what? Now if you add now another 100 ml in this, if you add another 100 ml, total became 200 ml. But ions are 100 only, see, ions are 100 only. Now if you take out 10 ml from this, whether this 10 ml will be containing 10 H plus ions? Whether this 10 ml will contain same 10 H plus ions? Simple logic. Don't apply deep thinking.